In my last video, I gave the list of the 6 stocks in my portfolio that are earning me over 20% return on my initial investment of $24,000. I'm receiving $500 to $600 each month in dividends in my M1 investing account. In another video, I will show the M1 platform and give an explanation of how that platform works for long-term investing. And I'm going to put a link to my M1 account in the description below. It basically will take you to the M1 website, and if you decide you want to start or create an account there, and if you use that link and deposit $5,000 or more, you will receive a $100 bonus for following a referral link, and I'll receive a $100 bonus for being the person who referred you. So if you find value in my videos and you decide you'd like to use M1, please use my link to show your appreciation. So M1 is a platform that works well. It's designed for long-term investing and dividend investing. So I'm getting these great dividends, $500 or $600 every month. But the other side of the coin with dividend stocks is, how is the value of the stock holding up? Are they keeping in line with the rest of the stock market? The spreadsheet shows a comparison of my account with the S&P 500 over the last 5 years. So if you look at these two columns here, or this column here, this is my dividend account and how it performed for the first 5 years, or the last 5 years actually, the past 5 years, versus the S&P 500. So from earlier in earlier videos, I explained that the first 4 years I only had a small amount of money in there and was just experimenting and learning the ropes of dividend investing. So in that first 5 years, my account was bringing a return of 7.5% annually, and during that same 5 years, the S&P 500 was bringing 10.5%. So back in those early days, I wasn't doing as well as the S&P 500. But for the past year, if I look at my account for the past year returned 10.58%, and for the past year the S&P 500 returned 6.02%. So for the past year, once I really had figured out what I was doing and started really putting some good investing in place, once I'd learned more about what I was doing, then I actually, not only was I receiving dividends, but I was actually outperforming the S&P 500 in the value of the stocks. Now this year to date, if you can see 14.5% versus 14.72%. So stay pretty even. The past quarter, I was about 1.5% lower than the S&P 500. For the past month, again pretty even. I did a little bit better than the S&P 500. So all in all, my stocks are staying pretty much in line with the S&P 500. So a lot of people want to get into something and make this tremendous big return in the value of their stocks, but they're basically looking at how much does the stock go up. They're not paying attention to dividends. In fact, most stocks that people are investing in in today's investing world is they're looking for huge returns as far as the price of the stock going up, and a lot of the stocks that are these type stocks that are kind of volatile and have a potential to make a big profit on the value of the stock, they don't even offer a dividend. But what I'm doing is I'm making my income on the dividends. So as long as my stocks that I'm using continue to stay pretty close to the rest of the stock market, and I continue making $500 or $600 per month, then that's my goal. And every month when I compound those dividends by reinvesting those dividends, my dividend for the next month goes up $7 or $8. So that's how, if you factor in the compounding portion of my gains, each year I'm actually getting about a 28% return on my investment based on the initial amount of money. The total amount of money I've ever put in out of my pocket is $24,000, and to be able to consistently get $500 to $600 a month and have that growing every month by 18%, it's a pretty solid way of developing a fairly stable form of investing. So that's just another example of why I feel that dividend investing, sure, I'm not going to get rich overnight by some stock going out the roof and make a fortune off selling a stock at a huge profit, which is what a lot of people like to do. But you can see by looking at me, I'm an old guy. I'm looking for income. I'm looking for long-term investments. And I know a lot of people that are going to be watching this video are probably going to be the same type individuals as I am. So as long as the stocks keep that stable value compared to the rest of the stock market, and I'll continue to draw those dividends every month, then that's what I do. I stay on top of my 6 stocks. I watch them. If one of them drops its dividend, then I have to go do some research and decide, well, do I still want to keep that stock in my portfolio? So as long as I watch them closely and don't just set it and forget it like a lot of people try to do, you can't really set it and forget it and expect to make the kind of money I'm making. So I have to pay some attention to it. But with these monthly dividend stocks, it doesn't take a lot of work. I don't have to do a lot of work to watch my stocks to see each month when they declare dividends for the next month whether they're going to continue the same dividend that they've been paying. There's not a lot of effort involved in it. So hopefully this is just another short video to give an explanation of why my strategy, I feel, is a very good strategy for somebody who wants a steady income from their investments. So I'm going to put a link to my playlist, and you can click that link and it'll bring you to my playlist, and you can see all the other videos I've put up in different to show different phases of my strategy in my dividend investing. So you can look at the playlist and play whichever videos you like. The one big video that's 52 minutes long is like an overall video that shows from start to finish my strategy. So if you want to get answers to all the questions, you can just watch that video in the playlist. Again, if you decide to use M1 and find value in my information, then please use my link when you sign up to M1. I appreciate the ability to share this information. I think it's information that's valuable to people who are looking to make a steady income from investing.